I'm welcoming you into my sanctuary of Joan of Angels, where we paint divine beings and we bring their messages to you. I'm your host, Joan of Angels, also Dr. Joan Hamgarter, and I'm sharing with you today really information on how to handle the challenges, the stress, the chaos that's out in the world today. And our theme this month in September is unity, world peace, unity. How can we create harmony together? And our message here today is that by going within and using the resources that we have and accessing the spirit guides, the divine beings, those other kingdoms that are working with us, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, the insect kingdom, the birds, all of those are part of the planet and they have messages for us. And so today, the Pink Giraffe came to me, and this is one of my favorite paintings. I am a shaman of the giraffe. I love giraffes. They are my favorite animal. They're my favorite being. And that is because they have such a heart of compassion. I have been told that they are the only animal that cries real tears. And even more than that, they are also the only animal, besides showing the compassion, that can see the big picture. Because they're so tall, they have a 360-degree angle from above looking out. And so that if you use the wisdom of the giraffe, along with the compassion of the giraffe, then you can understand and look down there and see the chaos for what it is. So how do we go from there? When we are living in our 3D world, we know that there's chaos, anger, hate, jealousy, and greed. Some of it, which is so contrived in a sense, that it's a repetitive pattern. It's as if the earth and all of the earthlings are in a groove on an old-fashioned record, and it's going round and round and round in circles, making even a deeper groove so that you can't get out of the issue of the problem. So when we work with giraffe energy, okay, from above down, we can actually see the big picture. In other words, we could see the repetitive pattern. We could see that there's anger, hate, greed, jealousy, usually a lack of understanding, a lack of compassion for each other. And so that if we could, with the heart of the giraffe, understanding that we're all trying to be as wise as we can be, okay? Then we can shift and solve some of the problems. Also, inside your personal life, if you find yourself arguing with your neighbor over and over and over again, you might look to your past or look to your history or look at the big picture, and you'd be so shocked because from the big picture, you can also change the outcome. So if you see your life kind of like a movie with yourself, the main character, and you are in fractious, contentious relationships, then the key is to look at, well, why is she doing that or he doing that? And what will it take to change some of the pieces to make a shift, to make a change? So we love the divine giraffe for the messages of wisdom that she brings, for the messages of kindness and compassion, and always stepping out of our little self and saying, how can I be of service? So what are the keys here? Number one, how can I be of service instead of how can I be part of the problem? And number two, like, what would it really take to solve this problem? How can we solve this problem? How can I be of service? How can we solve the problem? And what outcomes are we really looking for? What is it that we really want? And what is it that we're really willing to give? So Mother, Father, God, we ask to let go of anything that keeps us small, anything that stands in our way of shifting our consciousness so that we can look at what is the highest good of all concerned. And this too is one of the most important things to ask for. What is the highest good, not just of me, but for this country, that country, those people, this people, those people, the animals, the trees. What is the highest good for all the beings? And that is one of the other questions that we must ask when we're looking at this consciousness of unity. So Mother, Father, God, what is it we have to let go of that is standing in the way of us connecting with you, with one another, with our community, letting go of everything that stands in the way of raising the frequency, everything that stands in the way of seeing what is for the highest good of all concerned. So in today's session of unity and messages from the Pink Giraffes and messages from the rainbow spirit animals, of which I also want to show you a few more, because the leopard has the messages of courage, of confidence, of believing in yourself. All right? Each and every one of them has a message of seeing the bigger picture, seeing that it's not just all about you, not just all about me. So unity is seeing the bigger picture and seeing that we're all in this together. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Here's what I have to say about anger and arguing. If you win an argument, and another person has lost that argument, neither of you have won, and you especially haven't won. Because you see, there has to be an outcome that works for the two of you. When one person wins and one person loses, even if it looks like peace, that's not a winning solution. Both have to win. So these are all the keys to unity, including everyone has to win. There you have it, live from Joan of Angels Sanctuary, where I fluff up your wings, by the way. I help you remember the big picture. I think I was a giraffe in many lifetimes, where I help you remember the bigger picture, and I help you clear whatever is in your way to being the best you that you can be. So if you want help being the best you that you can be, check me out at joanofangels.com. Meanwhile, we are unity. We are so excited to be working with you. Ciao.